For some people, they can tolerate only one slap, and after which they go, no, I'm not willing to be physically beaten. This is totally unacceptable, and they leave right away. I'd be grateful if you can give me some wisdom on getting married. I came from a toxic past multiple times, and now I'm not able to open my heart for anyone. One of the things I will definitely say to you is that, you know what, when we have had a pattern of attracting the wrong people, there's definitely fear whenever we are going into the new relationship. I believe in my head that what brings us excitement versus what brings us stability a lot of times is two different things. And whenever we are going in for a relationship, most of the time we are judging chemistry, we are judging excitement, we are judging how this person is making us feel, we are judging how they look, we are judging. When we have those as our parameters, we tend to look for very good short-term, high intensity, high excitement relationships. But when marriage is supposed to be considered, I would love for you to start to re-look at what are your parameters. Because the kind of parameters that we need in a marriage are different from what we look for in a relationship. More stability, more maturity, not that, you know, oh, but he doesn't bring me gifts, but he doesn't keeps me excited, and he doesn't do this for me, and he doesn't do that for me, and he's not able to. I'm not saying they shouldn't be there, but I definitely believe that, like for me, in my personal relationship, I think Puneet makes an excellent husband, but my guess is he would be a very average boyfriend. And why I believe that is because I think that he is somebody who's so mature, so constant. His emotional stability is so strong that neither does he get high on a high, nor does he fall when there's a low. So he's the kind of person who can hold space for you. Now, a person who can hold space for you is definitely not someone who's going to take you to the roof for the exciting things, right? So I think re-looking and re-examining your parameters to change, you know, what are the kind of men you've been attracting, and start to look at what is the kind of man you actually want by looking at what are your real value systems. You know, I have clients till today who are looking for a boyfriend in their marriage. Unfortunately, the boyfriend as a fiance works, but the minute it turns into marriage, it all turns. Either the man changes or the things that he's doing don't remain relevant because the bigger things of life start to happen. So I think being able to deduce, if you're asking me for wisdom on getting married, I'm going to say create a set of parameters that normally in arranged marriages our parents used to check. Now, we are right now in the world where we have the hugest advantage, where we can look at what would be if my daughter had to marry this man, would I be okay with her marrying this man? That can be a set of how you can look at your marriage prospects. And another can be, how does he make me feel? And if you can marry the chemistry to the stability, I feel like that marriage is what really makes someone feel complete. Someone close to me is not happening in marriage but not able to take decision. I'm going to guess the happening is actually not happy in marriage but not able to take decision. One of the things we have to understand is that everybody has a different bandwidth of how much bad needs to happen before they leave. For some people, they can tolerate only one slap, and after which they go, no, I'm not willing to be physically beaten. This is totally unacceptable, and they leave right away. For some people, but he hits me only once in 3 months, yeah, it's okay. You know, sometimes he just gets angry. He's also had a bad day. If I won't understand, who'll understand? That could be the attitude. For some people, it could be years of abuse before they realize that, you know what, their life is at risk, or their children, they will not tolerate it. For themselves, they tolerate it. Everybody has their own bandwidth, and we are no one to judge whose bandwidth is right and whose is wrong. Each one of us, depending on our level of self-esteem, economic status, the kind of backing we have from our parents' house, all of that matters. Or sometimes just the fear of being abandoned or the fear of change itself doesn't let us make that decision. So my suggestion is hold space for this person for as long as they need it. till they are ready to leave. A lot of times we feel like we can so clearly see she deserves better, but you know what? That's not our decision to make. It is her decision to make, and you as a friend or as a relative or whatever your relationship with this person is, your job is to hold space till they are ready. I'm not saying you can't give them advice, but more than advice, what they need is support. So give more support, care, concern than advice.